I will show you how to make this wonderful, tasty, and quick meal with high protein and low carb. It's perfect and easy to make, and let's start with it. First of all, we need a pan, and we preheat it, and we use some oil. I would recommend raps or olive oil. Then we pack some egg white in it. You could also use, instead of this egg white, 3 whole eggs, but with this egg white we don't have as much calories and not as much cholesterol in it, and so I use just egg white therefore, and it has also a lot of protein. And then I all complement it with 2 whole eggs, so that I have some good fats that are in eggs, but not too much. So 2 eggs with egg white, or 5 eggs, as you want it or as you can afford it. And then we need to mix it up, so just stir it up so that everything gets some egg yolk in it. And yeah, until now we have preheated also the pan, as I said, and that's very important so that we don't have to wait too much. But so we mix up everything good, and everything has nearly the same color. And then we need to season it, first of all, with some salt. I will use a little bit of salt because salt isn't that healthy, but a little bit for taste. I don't like too much salt too. And then I also use some pepper to give also some spice to it, as you know, but not too much. I'm not a fan as pepper. You can season it like you want. After pepper I always use some some paprika pulver too, a lot of paprika pulver, because I love it. It's a little bit like not too sharp. It's more like sweet pepper pulver, and yeah, I use it so that this gives also a lot of taste to it. And yeah, because the eggs as on its own, they don't have a lot of taste. All this seasoning gives taste to this thing, and all what we want to do is to make like a bread thing with this egg. So that is our like egg bread, I would say. And then we can do also some cheese in it. I will show you right now, but first of all we need to make the egg bread, or you can call it like you want, and you need to mix up also the seasoning so that every part of the egg gets some seasoning. I also use some basilicum and oregano. I try to make them a little bit more tiny with my hands, as you can see on the screen. But yeah, that's some also for the taste. Not too much basilicum and oregano. In my experience, if I use too much of these two ingredients, the whole thing will just taste like oregano and basilicum. So be aware of that, and use not too much of these two ingredients. And after we completed the whole thing with our basilicum and oregano, we mix up again everything so that everything gets its things. And right now we have already everything sorry for everything. We have everything ready, and now we have to wait until everything gets baked and all the egg is hard. And therefore, after we mix it up together, we wait, and I put a dish above the pan so that also the top part of the egg gets some heat. And then we just wait, and we can reveal after some time and look if the egg is already baked enough. And as you can see, I try to go under the egg and see if it is dry enough, but in this case it was not that dry to flip it. And therefore I waited again some time. I put again the dish on it and waited, but after some time I realized it is finished, and then I put it on the dish to flip it, because it was too hard. And then I used the dish and the pan together to flip it, so also the top parts get again a bit of more heat than the bottom part, and the bottom part is exposed to the upper part. It's too complicated, I just flip it, and that's everything you need to know. And then I pushed it in the middle, so yeah, and waited again, so like 1 minute, that the bottom part now gets also some heat. And then I placed my cheese on one side of the egg, so you can use as much cheese as you want. You can also do salami or anything else in it. I wanted to have this vegetarian, so that you can already also vegetarian people can enjoy it, so no salami, but you can everything do between those egg layers like I did with my cheese. I used also low fat cheese, so this everything is less calories has in it. And as you can see, I use a lot of cheese because it just tastes so good. And yeah, you can use everything you want. You can also do maybe some salad, some tomatoes, as you want. And then you need to make like you can see on the screen, you flip the under part on the part with the cheese, and then you will just let it cook so the cheese gets melted, and it just looks so nice. And you can press it a little bit so that the cheese gets more heat. And yeah, and then you can wait for like 2 or 3 minutes that the cheese gets melted, and then you can then the meal is already finished, and you can put it in your dish and look at it. It's just too fantastic. And yeah, you have to be very careful that the thing doesn't fall apart, so be careful of that. But then you have the finished product. It's looking fantastic, it's looking very tasty, and then you can enjoy it. You can get your knife and you can cut it and eat this little thing, and it's too good. And if you like this video and want to watch more videos about fitness and medicine, subscribe, and you can click on the next video on the screen.